questions, raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you. Mic's behind you.
Charles?
Yep. Just tell me about the offensive line. Obviously, so much experience coming back, a lot of expectations come along with that. You know, what do you feel like, you know, those expectations are internally, and how are you guys, you know, elevating them?
Well, I mean, our expectations really right now are just, to come in and work hard every day. Like you said, we got a lot of guys back, things like that. And we know, like, it's an experienced group. You know, we had the 2 true freshmen last year starting, and they handled up and did their jobs well. And, we got different pieces coming back, and then guys like Mason Lunsford coming in, all Big Ten player. So right now we're just working together, gelling together, and then, just working our butts off really just to compete every day against the D-line. Our D-line is really good. And, we just trying to work our best every day.
What have you seen from Jane Daniels? Obviously, you were here last year with him, but year 2 with him.
Year 2, I feel like he's a little bit more comfortable in the pocket. Last year, he scrambled around a lot and things like that, which wasn't a bad thing. He made plays with his feet, but, at the end of the day, I think that this year he's, so far from what I've seen from him, he's doing a better job sitting in the pocket and making those throws.
We've been talking to a lot of people, including your offensive coordinator, Mike Denbrock, about how different things are this year as opposed to a year ago. I mean, can you remember last year, this time, trying to put an offensive line together, and was it kind of chaotic?
Yeah, last year around this time, we were all just getting used to, new coaches, new players, new scheme, everything like that. So coming in, it was a little bit of a scramble. But now I feel like, we know our expectations and we know what we have in our line room, and I feel like, our expectation is to lead us to a national championship, and I think that's what we're shooting for every day. So yeah.
Since the bowl game, you used that time to kind of heal up. You had some nicks that you were. How do you feel now?
Right now I feel healthy. I feel stronger. I'm bigger than I ever been, stronger than I ever been. I'm ready to go.
What you what?
305.
What do you see in the tight ends? Obviously some young ones, but they're splashing early. It seems like they kind of know what Mason can do. How much better is he?
Yeah, Mason is first of all, Mason's a great kid, and his dad was a great player as well too. So, it's in him. But also that whole room we have guys like Mark Wade, Pennington, those two true freshmen coming in, and I feel like they're going to help us a lot, with blocking and catching out the backfield and making plays.
We talked about the expectations as a whole, but for the offense, it feels like everybody's kind of got it together, figured out, right? You see that on the inside. You feel like now's where we can shine.
Yeah, I feel like our offense is, much, ahead than we were last year, of course. But I feel like, there's still things that we need to work out as well too. We're not perfect right now, but I feel like, we know our goals and we know our expectations. And like I said, we're working to reach that every single day. Like, we're busting our butts.
How about that defensive line y'all are going against? What do you see there? Who's really standing out to you?
Yeah, we got Mason coming back off, his injury last year. He's looking good. You got Makai coming back off injury. He's looking good. And then, we added a couple guys like Paris Shan, Jordan Jefferson. Those guys were key players for their school last year, and they coming in to help us, get better and things like that. So I feel like, every day we're going in really to a SEC game every day. And, that's our mindset, and we're just trying to get better and better and better. And we feel like if we can handle up and block against those guys, we can come in week out and do our job well.
Just got a ton of backs. How's that progressing for them? Does it differ? Obviously, when you have different quarterbacks back there, it feels like you'll have to maybe block longer, hold longer, right side, left side kind of thing. But is it different when you have that many multiple backs?
When we have that many backs, I mean, it just makes us more versatile. All those backs are good at what they do. You know what I'm saying? So they all can catch out the backfield. They all can run the ball. They all can do what they do. So I feel like having all those guys in that room is a great addition for us to lean on. Throughout the SEC season, you never know what could happen. So having those playmakers in that backfield really helps us a lot.
You got time for 2 more questions.
How's your position, Coach Brad Davis?
Brad Davis, I love Coach Davis, man. That's my dog, man. I love Davis. He's a good dude, high energy guy. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but high energy. Always screaming. Getting on our tails and stuff like that. So he just wants to push us to be as good as we can be and as good as he knows we can be. So he just pushing us every day to go after our goals and our expectations.
He's the same guy the day you met him?
Same exact guy. Same exact guy.
All these new tight ends, are they helping you guys out a little bit up front?
Yeah.
Protection here and there?
Yeah, we do protection with tight ends, and we block with them in the run game a lot too as well. So I feel like I said earlier, like with having all those bodies in that room like that, and they're talented, young talented group, I feel like that's going to help us a lot this year.
What have you seen from Aaron Anderson?
Fast, lightning fast. Fast kid, man. Fast kid. But a great dude off the field as well, man. He's a good kid, man. You know, he was nicked up coming from Bama and things like that. Got his body right, got his body back healthy. And, you know, we seen everything we thought he was going to be, he's been. So he's a fast guy, man.
What's the messaging coming from Jake? Is he more verbal now that he's a little bit more comfortable with everybody and kind of understands? Is he driving you?
Yeah, I think last year, you know, Jaden was verbal and, you know, like that. But I think, you know, time, you know, it takes time with, you know, quarterbacks, O-line, receivers. You know, it was a new group last year, and we really didn't know what we had. And, you know, now going into this year, I feel like, you know, he is a lot more comfortable, you know, with several guys, with other receivers, with other running backs, with other O-linemen. Like, everything's just gelling together perfectly, I feel like.
What's the competition on the offensive line like? I mean, obviously there's a couple of spots where they've got some guys pushing, but do you feel like that's good and you know, everybody's getting for the right reasons?
Yeah, I feel like the offensive line, man, we're just competing every day, man. We're working our butts off. And, you know, Brad Davis tells us every day, like, he handles our room like a pro room. Like, you mess up, you're going to get taken out. And it's going to be that next man's upturn. So, like, it's just a matter of, you know, it's not pressure, but it is pressure as well, too, on us. But it's like, you know, we know our expectations. And if we won a national championship, how bad we say we won a national championship, you know, this is what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? It's competitive. We're competing every day. You know, guys, we all love each other, of course. You know, it's a good camaraderie room. We're all close. But at the end of the day, we know we're all competing against each other, too.
Anything else?
What are your goals for this last go around?
This last go around, man, I want to win a national championship, man. That's my goal. That's my main goal. It's the only goal I got for me right now and the team. Win a national championship. That's my expectation, and that's what everybody's expectation is in the room.
The coaches are on you, like Brad. But what about the players being on each other? Is that a big part of success?
Yeah, it's definitely a big part. You know, we stay on each other a lot. You know, self-discipline, really. You know what I'm saying? So if, you know, Coach Davis shouldn't have to tell us what we're doing wrong. We should already know what we're doing wrong and fix it. You know, it's year 2 with this new coaching staff and things like that. So a lot of those, you know, mistakes from last year, you know, should be cleaned up by now. And so, like, when you do make a mistake, he looks at us to fix it for ourselves, not just because Coach Davis is screaming at you. You know what I'm saying?
Brad's never asked. What's Denbrock been like? Do you see? I guess I'm just wondering if that overall comfort level is there, where they can be like real and honest with each other.
Yeah, we're 100% honest with each other. Coach Denbrock, you know, he's on the O-line a lot too, just as much as he is on the tight end. So it's just, you know, we're all working together to accomplish one goal, and you know, you can't take things personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll get on our butts, you know, and scream at us and yell at us, but we know we can't take that personal because he's just trying to make us better. He's just trying to make us a better team. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like everything is just working well together right now.
Linemen get yelled at the most.
No, I wouldn't say all that, but you know, yeah.
Who gets the worst?
I would probably say it just depends. I don't know. I don't really know, to be honest.
All right, last one here, guys.
Quarterback's getting pretty good.
Sloan.
Just Coach Kelly. Do you feel like you kind of earned some respect from him last year as a team? Like, you proved, hey, we can be successful as a team. Like, is he still demanding that maybe there's some respect that you earned at the same time?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, like I said earlier, you know, coming in last year, we didn't know what we had. You know, it was everybody. You know, we had guys coming in August, transferring in. We didn't know how the pieces were going to fit. We didn't know what to expect from the season. And I think, you know, last year, I think we shocked a lot of people, to be honest. And this year he's done a great job of instilling in our heads that we're not sneaking up on people. Like, this is LSU. Like, now we did what we did last year. Now we're gonna get everybody's best shot this year. So I feel like he's been real great in instilling that mindset in us. We know we did our right job last year. But that's not the standard. That's not the expectation. The expectation is a national championship here, and so that's what we're working for, and that's what we're chasing every day.
Thanks, Charles.
No problem.
Thanks, Charles.